And welcome out to E from Utah. I'm Ben Butler. Joined along with me is our special guest today, last semester's Ultimate Frisbee champion, Michael Lowell.
Thanks for that welcome there, Ben. You were on that team too, so.
Yeah, I was. We got a picture taken down here in the Horn Activity Center hanging right up.
Oh yeah, champions.
Gotta love it, gotta love it. We definitely won that championship game on a forfeit, so.
Yeah, it was great. That's the way you want to win. Win on a forfeit.
Hey, we got the t-shirts either way. It says champion.
That's all that matters.
Well, we are live here in E from Utah Snow TV, bringing you today's matchup between Salt Lake Community College, traveling down the road 2 hours south here in E from Utah to play Snow College. We got a big matchup today, Michael, as Snow College is ranked 19th in the nation, and Salt Lake is ranked 22 in the nation. So two high prestige teams playing each other, battling it out for the #1 ranking here in the region play.
Exactly. And so the men's snow team, they are 8-1 in conference play. Their only loss was actually to Salt Lake Community College a few weeks ago up in Salt Lake. The Bruins men team, they are 6-3 in conference play, just losing the other day to USU Eastern by 1 point.
Yeah, so, a really big upset earlier this week for the Bruins team, losing to USU Eastern, as you said, Michael, by 1 point. And so this is the third meeting between these two teams. The first meeting, the Badgers won by 3 points, 83-80, here at home, and then they lost on the road in Salt Lake. So the third meeting here in E from Utah, and the Badgers are undefeated here at home, 12-0 at home. So it'll be definitely a high-intense matchup this afternoon.
This should be a very good game, Ben. I agree. Both teams are ready to win.
So expect a lot of big play from Zach Hunsaker early today, Michael, as he is the main offensive factor for this Badgers squad, as he can make you pay from anywhere on the floor. This man has no limit from where he can shoot the ball.
That's right. He had 29 points in this last game against CSI on Tuesday. Snow was down 14 or 16, and they came back in the second half and they ended up winning it. Zach had 3 three-pointers in that big game in that win over CSI.
And that tip is controlled by the Bruins. Davian Broshier looking to set up the offenses. Broshier thinks about the three, takes it against Jones, and that is turnover. Here comes Nate Brunel, come the other way. Gives it back to Panner. Panner can't get the layup to go. Wrestle for the ball. Bruins will have it, tie up. And we'll have an early timeout on the floor. Only 29 seconds played here in the ball game. We already got a timeout. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back with you here on Snow TV. And we were back out of that quick timeout as the Bruins used a timeout early on to avoid the turnover. And Broshier for the second offensive opportunity for the Bruins this afternoon. And that shot is up and good as Cooper Holt is able to connect from downtown.
Yeah, Ben, Cooper Holt, he is a great three-point shooter, and he's part of the reason Snow struggles when they play slick.
And
Community College.
And Cooper Holt is the man defending Zach Hunsaker. He's going to have his hands full defensively tonight as he is guarding Zach Hunsaker. Nate Brunel working on a short shot clock. Panther toes it for three, trying to give it to Brunel. Brunel, miscommunication between Panner and Brunel, as Panner was expecting Brunel to stay in the corner, but Brunel was going into the paint. Broshier trying to feed it to TJ Oliver. The big boy working his muscles in there. No good off the glass. Brought it down by Isaiah White.
Wow. What a rebound by Isaiah White.
So the Bruins out to a 5-0 lead early on. Approaching 2 minutes played here in the first half. Panner picked up by White. Hunsaker swings it to Brunel. Brunel toes it for three. Rattles in. Nate Brunel, our Badger Spotlight of the Week, cashing in from downtown, getting the first buckets for the Badgers.
Brunel's got a nice, sweet three-point shot.
And Cooper Holt gets that to rattle down and in. Blake Truman gets it, kicks it to Brunel, finds Panner, back to Truman. Great offensive ball movement by the Badgers to find a wide open Blake Truman underneath the basket.
Blake Truman played a big part in the Snow's win on Tuesday against CSI.
Isaiah White steps in, toes it, and gets it to go. 9-5 Bruins lead. Hunsaker shot no good. Scramble for the ball. That will go out on Nate Brunel. Brashear picked up by Jones early on. Brashear taking the screen from TJ Oliver. Brashear toes it for three off the back iron, boarded by Brunel. A.J. Jones trying to feed it to Zach Hunsaker, but good hands by Brashear to step inside the passing lane and tip that out of bounds.
Yeah, the Badgers got lucky on that last possession. Brashear had an open three, but he didn't put that one in.
Blake Truman trying to find Panner, but stolen away by Brashear. Good defense by Brashear, stepping inside the passing lane. Feeds it off to White, picked up by Panner. Back to Brashear, setting up the O. Brashear takes the screen. TJ Oliver will take it outside the perimeter, and he'll drive hard to the paint, but misses it, but cleanup duty by Matt Conway. A.J. Jones will take the screen from Truman. Truman steps out for three. Can't leave him open. Bang! Blake Truman steps out for three and gets it to go. 11-8. Bruins lead by three. And if the Bruins, Michael, you really got to step out on Blake Truman. He's a big fella who can make you pay from downrange, and he was left wide open on that attempt.
Oh, yeah.
A.J. Jones will be called for the foul. That'll be his first, and that'll be the first team foul for the Badgers. Conway will take it. Brashear in the corner. Matt Conway from downtown gets it to go. Matt Conway feeling hot here in the first 5 minutes of this ball game.
Yeah, Matt Conway already has 7 points.
That is thrown away by Isaiah White, giving out to Brashear. Hunsaker trying to alter the layup, but no good. Great defense, teamwork by Isaiah White and Brashear. 16-8 lead for the Bruins. 15 remaining here in the first half. Panner picked up by White. Good defense thus far by the Bruins. A.J. Jones at the top of the perimeter. Hunsaker still scoreless here in the first 5 minutes. Truman will try from downtown again. No good on that attempt. Brought down by Brushier. Brushier decides to attack the rim. And no good on the attempt. Oliver fighting for it, but tipped out by Oliver to Cooper Holt for three. No good. Brought down by Blake Truman. Good pass by Hunsaker to Panner. Panner kicks it back to Hunsaker. Truman fakes the three, drives on TJ Oliver. Hunsaker decides to take it, and he gets fouled on the attempt. So Hunsaker will earn himself two at the charity strike. Into the game for the Badgers is Romain Boxes, getting his first minutes of today's matchup as Hunsaker cashes in on both attempts, getting his first 2 points from the charity strike tonight. 16-10 lead for the Bruins. Brashear feeding TJ Oliver, the big fella down low gets it to go. TJ Oliver had a step on Blake Truman. Hunsaker tried to come in on the help, but a little too late. Boxes from downtown, no good. Stolen away by Truman, good read by Blake Truman to get his hands up on that lob pass. AJ Jones stops and pops and gets the short jumper to drop.
What a great shot by AJ Jones. He made a big impact on game on Tuesday against CSI as well. He had a great game, a lot of clutch shots at the end of the game.
And good find by TJ Oliver to dish that off to Isaiah White. Hunsaker attacking the rim, and Cooper Holt is going to get called for the foul on Hunsaker. 20-12 lead for the Bruins. 13 minutes remaining here in the first half. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. It has been all Bruins here in the first half as they lead by 8.
I'm saying goodbye to the skyline. Hello to the sweet pines. Gonna see you later, street lights. I'm headed back to tree lines, to free time, to starry nights, to bonfires and fireflies. Pack your bags, it's time to go. Pack your bags, it's time to go. Got brighter lights back home.
And we are back here in Ephraim, Utah. Just over 13 minutes left to play here in the first half. Bruins up by 8, 20-12. The Bruins defense looking very sound early on here, Michael.
Oh yeah. Yeah, their defense has been putting a lot of pressure on Zach Hunsaker, trying to shut him down. Also trying to shut AJ Jones down. We'll see if the Badgers can get something going here in the from the timeout.
And into the game for the Badgers is Soley. AJ Jones attacking the rim. Kicks it out to Hunsaker. Rims in and out. That's the first clean look Zach Hunsaker's had in this ball game, just unable to get that to go. And the Bruins are lucky that he didn't get that one to go. Zach Hunsaker will hit that 9 out of 10 times if you leave him that wide open. Attacking the rim is the Bruins. Laid up and good by Kayshawn Davis. That now extends the Bruins lead to the largest of the game, 22-12. Kick back out to Jones. Hunsaker attacking the rim. Hunsaker back to Jones. Panner wide open for three. Nails it. Riley Panner from downtown. Big money man. Riley Panner can do it just as well as Zach Hunsaker can.
That's a big shot from Riley Panter. He had a pretty quiet game on Tuesday against CSI. This game, hopefully he can be hitting from outside. That'll really help this Badger offense as Zach gets a steal.
And Matt Conway with a two-handed dunk. And Zach Hunsaker sacrificing his body, sacrificing everything, trying to come up with that turnover, but just a little bit too short with that. Fox is working his way in, kicks it out to Jones. Jones attacking the rim, tries to feed it to Soley. No good on the pass. A.J. Jones trying to strip Rushier of it. Lob out to Conway. Rushier is setting up the 15 seconds on the shot clock. Gives that off to White. White back to Rushier, trying to feed that down low to Davis, and we're going to get a defensive foul. So that will be a foul on number 22, Boxes. That'll be his first foul and the second team foul for the Badgers. 10 minutes, 49 seconds remaining here in the first half. Salt Lake by 9, 24-15. Cole Kessler inbounds it and finds Jake Miles. Into the game for the Badgers is Nate Allen and Quinn Nielsen, as well as Romain Luzier. So Isaiah White will find himself at the charity strike with an opportunity to extend the Bruin lead back to double digits.
White's had a good game so far, Ben. He already has 7 points with that free throw.
Largest lead of the game for the Bruins was at 12. This one is at 11. Cole Kessler picking up Hunsaker. Hunsaker working to his right, kicks it back to Panner, finding Nate Allen. Nate Allen is a big boy down low, and he is usually high percentage from down to the post, but can't get that one to roll in. Isaiah White pushing it. And good read by Quinn Nielsen on the steal. Here he goes on the fast break opportunity, and he can't get that to go. But they're going to call the goaltend on that. So Quinn Nielsen coming up big defensively for the Badgers on that steal and getting that layup to go due to the goaltending.
Yeah, that's a great play by Quinn. Great read defensively. Hopefully that'll get some momentum going for this Snow offense too.
Cole Kessler pulling up for three. Rims in and out. Nate Allen on the board. Feeding it down to Nate Allen as that pass will go out of bounds. (26-17), just under 10 minutes left to play here in the first half. Bruins lead. Cole Kessler swinging it over to White. Trying to feed that down to Davis. Kessler. Pass intended for a hand. That flies out of bounds. They're going to say it was tipped defensively by the Badgers.
Another good defensive play by Quinn, getting his hands in front of that pass.
Into the game for the Bruins is Keanu Peters. And a deep three from downtown is Jake Miles with the shot clock winding down. Jake Miles puts one up well beyond the perimeter and gets it to go. 29-17 Bruins lead. Trying to feed it down to Nate Allen. Nate Allen working his way in. Tries to use the glass, no good. Good defense by Keyshawn Davis to hold his ground against Allen. Jake Miles tries to float it up and over by Nate Allen on the block. Here comes Zach Hunsaker. Fitting out to Luzieres. He gets it to go and one opportunity.
What a great play. Great finish by Romain Lucier, number 21.
And good court vision by Zach Hunsaker to get it to him. Between the legs pass, fed it perfectly in front of him with an old-fashioned and one opportunity for 3 points. Much needed by this Badger squad as they were trailing by double deficit. And with this opportunity at the line, they can cut this back to a 9-point deficit.
We got to look at that big defensive stop by Nate Allen. That guy is a brick wall. He's huge. You run into him, he's not moving.
Yeah, Nate Allen standing 6'11", 275 pounds, sophomore from Murray, Utah.
That guy's big.
And you hit it right on the head, Michael. That's more than a brick wall. Peters working in. Peters. Baseline pass, Cole Kessler. Cross court, trying to find Peters. Launches that one out of bounds. Not sure where he was going with that one. Intended for Peters, but
got a little too excited there, I guess.
Oh, most definitely. Shouldn't have had that popcorn.
Look, Ben, they've put Blake Truman back in the game.
And Romain Luzier on the high-flying two-handed dunk, 25-26. Badgers down by 1.
Man, look at this momentum that has been created. The Badger team has created with their defense.
Yeah, most definitely a big momentum shift, and there is the Bruins silencing the crowd as Keyshawn Davis gets the baseline jumper to go. Pump fake by Luzier, kicks it out to Truman. Nielsen working it, kicks it back out to Truman. Brunel working on it. And we're going to get a foul defensively by the Bruins. That is on Jake Miles.
The Bruins have been playing some pretty good defense, Ben. They're not letting a lot of things get inside.
.7:32 remaining here in the first half. Snow College crawling their way back within 3 as they were once down by 12. 28-25. The officials talking it over there on the Salt Lake bench. Not sure what they're discussing. It's kind of a momentum killer though for Snow College. A prolonged unofficial timeout.
Yeah, seriously. Now the officials over at the score table trying to figure something out.
And that's just a shame for this Badger squad, really. We just talked about it. Yeah. They had all the momentum going their way, and now they just have to sit here and wait it out as the officials clear up whatever they're clearing up over at the scores table.
Both coaches are talking there at mid-court as they're waiting for the official to do something.
Well, I guess that with that, Michael, as they get that discussed, we're going to take a timeout here on Snow TV, and we'll be right back once they clear up the things that they're discussing at the scoreboard table. Man.
Welcome to my house, baby. I'm saying goodbye to the skyline. Hello to the sweet pines. Gonna see you later, street lights. I'm headed back to tree lines, to free time, to starry nights, to bonfires and fireflies. Pack your bags, it's time to go. Pack your bags, it's time to go. We've got brighter lights back home.
And we are back here in Ephraim, Utah after that official timeout as they went over to the scores table, as we saw, Michael, to discuss the scoreboard. 31-22 is the accurate score for the game. The Badgers had an extra point at 23, so they got that all cleared up, and game will continue. Brunel working in on White. Nielsen, oh, beautiful pass to Truman. Truman to the corner. Nielsen, AJ Jones. Jones kicks it out to Truman. Truman for three. Money gets it to roll. Blake Truman coming up big for the Badgers from beyond the arc.
That's 2 threes for Blake Truman. He's really had a good first half, 8 points.
And that is Christian Gray getting his own offensive board and putting it back up and in. Nielsen for three. Gets it to go. Uses the back of the glass. (33-28). Bruins lead by 5. 6.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Jake Miles gives it down to the big fella, TJ Oliver, kicking it to the corner to White. White splitting the D. White laying it up and no good. And it's Jones on the far rebound, taking it on the fast break opportunity and drawing the foul.
Well, look, Ben, we see Zach Hunsaker coming back in for Quinn Nilsson. Quinn putting some good points, some good minutes off the bench.
And we will have another timeout on the floor. Salt Lake leads by 5, 6 minutes, 22 seconds remaining here in the first half here in Ephraim, Utah. And we are back here in Ephraim, Utah. Badgers find themselves trailing by 5, 33-28. Once we're down by 12, now down by 5. Still can't seem to find to get over that last point hump that they've been facing here for the past few minutes now. Jones to Truman. Truman's having himself a decent game with 2 threes already put up. Zach Hunsaker using the screen from Truman. Hunsaker attacking the rim. High footer off the glass. No good.
That was a good aggressive play from Zach Hunsaker.
Boucher will tow it for 3. Well off the mark, but brought down by White. White going up strong, and he's going to get fouled.
Looks like the foul goes to Romain Louisaire, number 21.
Into the game comes Riley Panner. Now the Badgers got all 5 starters back on the floor to close out this last 6 minutes of the first half. Finding themselves down by 7. I was overestimating that second attempt at the free throw line make that 6-point deficit. I jinxed him there, Michael, on that second attempt.
You sure did, Ben. He's not going to be very happy about that.
Good defense by Boucher on Zach Hunsaker, but better offense by Hunsaker to get the baseline jumper to go, 34-30.
Zach's pull-up jumper is so deadly.
Peters trying to feed that down low to Christian Gray as the triple team came, and that is poked out of bounds. 13 seconds on the shot clock for the Bruins. Kicked out to Gray, swung over to White, back to Gray, trying to get the butt. Good defense by the Badgers. Panner coming on the fast break against White, throwing his body in there. Wow. Riley Panner on that acrobatic move to the basket.
What a great finish by Riley Panter. He is so good off the fast break. Game after game, he gets those fast break points.
With that, the deficit now 2 for the Badgers. 4.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. 3-pointer no good by White. Brought down by Truman. A.J. Jones taking the screen from Truman, attacking the rim, right open, left-handed layup, no good!
Oh, Ben, what a close, he almost had it.
And that's a missed opportunity for the Badgers on that far end by A.J. Jones. He had a very clean look on the left side, just couldn't finish, and on the other end, Isaiah White will earn himself 2 at the charity strike and cashes in on the first.
Isaiah White's had a big first half, Ben. He's got 10 points. He can make that 11 right here if he sinks this next free throw.
So 4-point swing for the Bruins. What could have been a tied game at 34 is now 36-32. 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. Truman to Panner. Panner decides to take the 3. No good. Brought down by Matt Conway. Cooper Holt has it picked up by Hunsaker. Back to Boucher. Boucher setting up the O. Boucher taking the screen with Oliver. Conway feeding it to Holt. Holt taking on Panner. Good defense by Riley Panner to get back into position.
They're running out of time here, Ben.
And at the buzzer again is Matt Conway. That is the second time that sounding defense by the Badgers. Late shot clock, and the Bruins are able to come up with another 3-pointer at the buzzer.
That's 12 points for Matt Conway, Ben. He's been a big player here in the first half.
Matt Conway really putting a licking on the Badger D here in the first half. Nate Brunel no good on the inbound lob. Isaiah White taking it hard. Feeds it off to Christian Gray. Christian Gray fouled. Muscles his way up and for two. Old-fashioned three-point opportunity coming Christian Gray's way.
Gray was double teamed on that play, but he still managed to put that in and draw the foul. An impressive play.
So now it's the Bruins on an 8-0 run after that missed layup by A.J. Jones, which could have tied it up at 34 apiece. Jones attacking the rim again, tries to find a cutting Riley Panner, kicked out to Hunsaker. Hunsaker attacking the rim, gets it to go, and one coming Zach Hunsaker's way.
What a clutch shot by Hunsaker. Hands in his face, and he manages to put it down and draw a foul.
Definitely creating his own shot right there.
That's where Hunsaker's most deadly. He can create just about any shot he wants.
Zach Hunsaker gets it to go. 42-36 is our score. My bad. Bad math on my part, folks. 42-35. Just under 3 minutes left to play here in the first half. Feeding it down to Christian Gray. Christian Gray growing up strong over Blake Truman. Gets it to go, 44-35. Zach Hunsaker creating a shot yet again, short. Peters. Peters to Conway, back to Christian Gray, finds a cutting Bruce Shear baseline, draws the foul.
The Bruins have been able to find ways to get open guys, cutting and everything in this first half. Snow's defense has struggled with that a little bit.
Dalvin Bouchier good on the first attempt. Now extending the Bruin lead back to double digits, 45-35. Up to 11. Just under 2 minutes left to play here in the first half. Bruins showing full court pressure. Truman kicking to the corner. Riley Panner toast for three. Money! Riley Panner from downtown.
There's another three for Panner. He's got 2 threes in this game. He's got 8 points now in this first half.
Christian Gray, he's been the go-to man down in the paint, unable to finish there. And we're going to get an offensive foul on the rebound against the Bruins. That will send the Badgers to the charity strike.
Big rebound by Zach Hunsaker. Out rebounding a big man down low.
Hunsaker, rare miss at the free throw line. Peters to Breshear, picked up by Hunsaker. Christian Gray working his way, finds an Isaiah White cutting baseline and gets that to go. A circus shot off the glass, gets it to pop down.
I'm not sure how he put that one in, Ben. I know that Romaine box.
And that's Zach Hunsaker for a deep two, 48-40. Under a minute left to play here in the first half. Keanu Peters kicks that out to Bashir. Ten seconds on the shot clock. Christian Gray working on Hunsaker. And the defense by Banner and Hunsaker causes the travel. So with that, 29 seconds remaining on the game clock here in the first half, the Badgers will have the opportunity to get the last second shot heading into halftime.
That was a big stop, Ben. This is a great opportunity for the Badgers to cut the lead at least a little bit before they go into halftime. Wouldn't be surprised if they go to Zach Hunsaker here for the last shot. What do you think, Ben?
Yeah, Zach Hunsaker is really your clutch man right now. That's exactly what they're doing. 6 seconds on the game clock. Zach Hunsaker on Peters pulls up for three. No good. Tip no good. And with that, we will head into halftime. 48-40. Badgers trail by 8. In this first half, Michael, it's really been Salt Lake mainly, but the Badgers are hanging in there. They're scrapping, they're fighting. They've been down by 12, at one point down by 8 now heading into halftime, but they're not really letting Slick run away with this game.
Yeah.
And going back to earlier this week when Snow College hosted CSI, they were down by 14 at halftime, and they came out in the second half and won that game. So let's see if the Badgers can do the same thing heading into the second half. Stay tuned here on Snow TV. We got halftime stats coming up for you and our Badgers Spotlight of the Week.
I'm saying goodbye to the skyline. Hello to the sweet pines. Gonna see you later, street lights. I'm headed back to tree lines, to free time, to starry nights, to bonfires and fireflies. Pack your bags, it's time to go. Pack your bags, it's time to go. We've got brighter lights back home. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house, play the music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house.
So welcome back here on Snow TV. I'm Jacob Bateman, and joined along with me for our Badgers Spotlight of the Week is Nate Brunel. Nate, thanks for coming in today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so things have been going well. You guys are top in the conference. But first off, this is the Spotlight of the Week. We want to get to know who Nate is. We see you out on the court, but what goes on behind the scenes? So Nate, first off, where are you from?
So I'm from Boise, Idaho, actually, so not, I guess, 7 hours north of here.
7 hours north of here, an Idaho
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
Born and raised there?
Yep, born and raised.
Awesome. And so, growing up in Idaho, I guess, what kind of hobbies do you pick up there?
Stuff I like to do, always like to spend time with my family. A lot of people always expect me to be like this huge outdoors guy and stuff, which wasn't, it's kind of what they expect from Idaho, but not so much. I guess, we did some stuff, though. We like to go boating a lot. Always playing basketball as a kid. I come from a family of five, had two brothers, so we were always outside on the court beating each other up.
Nice. And so then you made your way to Snow College, I guess. So how did that happen from Boise to Ephraim?
It was kind of interesting. So I started a mission in Canada, and while I was out there, last 3 months I was out there, I just got an email from one of our past assistant coaches, Coach Gold, and he basically just offered me a spot in scholarship to come down here and play. So kind of came out of nowhere. I wasn't really expecting it, but it's been a good opportunity for me.
Were you expecting to play basketball after your mission?
Yeah, I always
Okay.
expected to play. Just I wasn't necessarily sure where.
Uh-huh.
And so he knew some other coaches in the area, and they kind of recommended me for him, and so he brought me down.
Nice. And so is this your first year here at Snow, or?
So this is my second year. So last year I redshirted.
Okay.
And then this year my first year playing.
Okay. Well, I'm sure they're glad they sent you that email, because here we are. The team's top in the conference, nationally ranked. And so I guess what's the mindset of the team right now? How's the team feeling as you're starting to get into the middle part of conference play, facing teams for a second and third time now as things start to you really hit the home stretch?
Yeah, I mean everybody's confident. We're just trying to keep working hard, get better. Sometimes people think if you keep winning that you're just going to stay the same, but we definitely have that mindset where we want to constantly improve and throw different things, because I mean you play teams 4 times, by that 3rd and 4th time they already know what you're doing. You kind of got to switch things up and put some new things in. So coach has done a really good job of that, and then we're just trying to get as many wins as we can, especially against these top schools, so that we can lock up that #1 spot going in the conference tournament.
Yeah, definitely. And so you got some tough matchups here coming up. You got CSI here today. So I guess what's the focus here with CSI tonight?
CSI they're usually a really good team. They always put out a good squad. They've got real athletic guys. So for us, we just want to continue to play our defense. A big focus for us is to make sure that we play our defense, make sure that we're helping each other out, stuff like that. And if we play that defense, then the offense will come too.
Yeah.
And so that's been a big focus, is just focus on that defense. Offense will come as we do that.
Offense will come. Well, it's been coming, that's for sure. And so, I mean, before I let you go, though, we've seen some high-flying dunks from you, Nate, over the course of this season. So I don't know, what goes through your head as you get that ball and you as a fan, you can just see it in your face that he's going to the hoop and nothing's stopping you.
Yeah, other people ask me that too, and I mean, it just kind of happens. Like you get the ball and you want to finish up at the rim, and so might as well put it down instead of lay it up.
Put it down, yeah.
And then there's some times where I feel like I go at the rim and I lay it up, and I probably should have dunked it and missed a layup or get a foul, And so it's just kind of a mindset, something I worked on a lot too with one of our assistant coaches. We spent a lot of time, attacking the rim, different finishes and stuff like that, as well as just getting up and finishing strong. And so, and it's always a good, boost for the team, for the crowd, and so.
Gets the energy
Yeah, exactly.
flowing.
Gets that energy going.
Yeah,
so it's good.
yeah, it is great. Well, thanks for coming in today, Nate. Good luck moving forward in the season. We're looking forward to seeing what the Snow College team can do. But before I let you go, though, I just gotta know. So, everyone's got their cheat food, right? Just the food that they just love to splurge on. You hold back during the season maybe a little bit to stay healthy. But if you could just eat anything, sit down on the couch and eat anything, what would it be? What do you go for?
And one thing always good was my dad. Every Sundays, every once in a while, he'd just cook up big steaks and steak and potatoes.
Steak and
from
potatoes.
Idaho, so.
The Idaho boy likes steak and potatoes.
Probably be my cheap food.
Yeah.
So I don't get that as much here down by myself.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable. Well, thanks for coming in. So Nate Brunell here for the Badger Spotlight of the Week. Now here's a few highlights from some of the past games.
lights back home.
Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house, play the music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my
And we are back here in Ephraim, Utah, as the second half is just getting tipped off as the Badgers find themselves down by 8 coming out of halftime, 48-40 for the Bruins. Let's see what Coach Nielsen and the Badgers can create coming out of halftime to cut into this 8-point deficit. And good defense down low on TJ Oliver as TJ Oliver's unable to get it.
Yes, your question. Do you feel appropriate if I ask you what Snow College can do better in the second half? Sure. Okay.
So Brashear set to pass it in for the Bruins. So Michael, if you coach Nielsen and telling your team at halftime, preparing to come out for the second half, what do you tell your team here in the second half?
Well, I think something I would probably tell them is to be a little bit more aggressive on the offensive side and to just try and get inside, try to feed their big guys. They've got skill on that inside, and they go inside and they can dish out to Hunsaker or Panther or any of the guys outside to hit threes. I think defensively, too, they need to be a little bit more active on defense. Wow, as A.J. Jones hits a three, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Put you in a suit coat and send you down on the sideline.
I'll do it.
And TJ Oliver is going to get called for traveling. So the Badgers will have possession back, down by 5, 48-43. This is the closest they've gone. Actually, no, they were within 2. And then the Bruins went on an 8-0 run late there in the first half. So cross-court pass to Hunsaker. Hunsaker attacking the rim. Gets his man in the air. Hunsaker patiently waiting, gets it to go.
It's an easy bucket there for Hunsaker. Looks like Hunsaker's got 11 points. 11 points in this game. He's doing pretty good.
Averages just over 20 points a game. Well on his mark to get that. Offensive rebound by Isaiah White.
Easy rebound there for White. Snow College didn't really do anything to box him out or go for the rebound.
We share it to Conway feeding Oliver. Good hands by Zach Hunsaker to tip that pass out of bounds as that was intended for Cooper Holt out on the perimeter.
That's some of the things that if they keep doing, if they get those double teams, those deflections, that's something that can help really sway the momentum into their favor for the Badgers.
Five seconds on the shot clock. Brashier's got to do something with it. He's attacking the rim. Reverse with the right hand, gets it to go.
Wow.
It's a beautiful move by Brashear.
Great move.
Creating something out of nothing with the shot clock low. And down the other end is Nate Brunel coming in and getting the easy 2.
Nate Brunel was pretty quiet in the first half, only with 3 points, but
good hands by Zach Hunsaker to tip. Cooper Holt's pass. Zach Hunsaker toes it for 3. Crangs it! Zach Hunsaker, money man from downtown, ties this game up at 50.
There he is, Ben. Zach Hunsaker. He's going to take over the second half.
He is so explosive. We saw that previously this week against CSI. Zach Hunsaker had a slow first half against the Golden Eagles. Came out in the second half, really put the team on his shoulders and propelled the Badgers to victory in that matchup.
That's exactly right. Let's see if the Bruins have an answer for this offensive streak that they have here, that the Badgers have. Oh, steal, Riley Panther.
Riley Panther trailer for 3. Just short off the front of the rim. A.J. Jones corrals the long rebound. Kicks it to Hunsaker in the corner. Bang! Zach Hunsaker back-to-back threes.
There he is, Ben. Good rebound by A.J. Jones. Great pass to the other side of the court.
And that's a wise timeout by the Bruins. Zach Hunsaker coming out of halftime hot, giving the Badgers a 3-point lead. 16:35 remaining here in the second half here in Ephraim, Utah.
I'm saying goodbye to the skyline. Hello to the sweet pines. Gonna see you later, street lights. I'm headed back to tree lines, to free time, to starry nights, to bonfires and fireflies. Pack your bags, it's time to go. Pack your bags, it's time to go. We've got brighter lights back home.
And we are back out of the Bruins timeout as the coaching staff is not happy of how well their team is coming out here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, giving up an 8-point lead and now trailing by 3.
Yeah, Ben, if I was the Salt Lake coach, I wouldn't be very happy about that either.
So Cole Kessler feeding it to Christian Gray, back to Kessler. Kessler gives it off to Isaiah White. Almost stepping into the passing lane is Zach Hunsaker, and that is tipped back in by Isaiah White. Much needed basket for the Bruins as they've only scored 4 points here in the first half compared to the Badgers 13. The 13-4 run for Snow College here in the first 4 minutes of the second half. Peters down the court to Kessler. Peters will take it back. Decides to set up the O. Christian Gray calling for it, giving him the screen. Matt Conway toes it for 3 off the front of the rim. Nate Brunel on the board. Throws it up ahead to Truman. Truman! He is stripped by Keanu Peters. Good defense by Peters to step in front of Truman and to poke that ball. Riley Panner thinking about the 3, decides to take it back. Nate Brunel has it baseline. A.J. Jones for 3. No good. Brought down by Cole Kessler. And we're going to get a foul against the Badgers. That will be the third team foul on the Badgers, and that will go against Nate Brunel. Isaiah White attacking the rim, right hand good, off the glass.
Wow, man. Isaiah White, he has been had a good game. He's got 17 points. He's been propelling this team forward.
And with that basket by Isaiah White, gives the Bruins another lead by 1, 54-53. Zach Hunsaker kicks it back to Panner in the corner for 3. Kaboom, he gets it to go.
There's Riley Panther. That's the guy we know and love.
And with that 3, the Badgers now extend their lead back up to 56-54. We got a timeout on the floor. 14:51 remaining here in Ephraim, Utah.
Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house, play the music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house.
And we are back here in Ephraim, Utah after Riley Panner hits the 3 in the corner. And this Snow College seems so dangerous, Michael. One man, as Cole Kessler hits that 3, as one man can get hot, as Zach Hunsaker has been getting hot here in the second half. Draws the double team, finds the open man, Riley Panner in the corner, and just so deadly because this team can hit from beyond the arc with so many players as Blake Truman gets that to rattle in. Down low, 58-57, Badgers by 1.
That three on the other end by Cole Kessler, those were his first points of the game. We'll see if he can make any difference here in the second half.
Christian Gray, he's almost stripped by Riley Panner. Riley Panner, they're going to say he got more jersey and skin than ball, reached in a little too much. That will be Riley Panner's second foul. So that's the fourth team foul for the Badgers here in the second half and 0 team fouls for the Bruins. So Bruins playing smart here early on here in the second half. Isaiah White trying to find Christian Gray, no good, good defense. Shot up and no good by Christian Gray, but Cole Kessler coming in hard on the baseline. And we're gonna get a foul against the Bruins.
That's only Matt Conway's first foul. He's managed to stay out of foul trouble, which has been huge for the Bruins, because he has 12 points.
Riley Panner to boxes, cross court to Hunsaker. Hunsaker to the corner to Panner. Trying to feed the big fella, Blake Truman down low, but no good. Boxes, squares up from downtown, no good. Off the back iron, here comes Christian Gray and the Bruins. Attacking the rim is Peters. And Peters is going to get fouled by Blake Truman on the attempt.
I think that was just an out of bounds. I think Blake got the ball and blocked it out of bounds. Did they call a foul?
No, you're right, Mike. I thought it was what it looked like for me from up here in the box. Looked like a foul. Maybe we should get my contacts checked.
Maybe, Ben. That might help a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. It's kind of hard to see up here from the box.
Gotta love it, gotta love it. 58-57, Badgers by 1, 13-11 remaining here in the second half here in Ephraim, Utah. A.J. Jones to Hunsaker, picked up by Peters, feeding it down to Truman. Christian Gray trying to poke it. Truman backs his way in there and rolls to his left and gets it to go off the glass. 60-57. Badgers by 3. Peters dishes it off to White. Matt Conway off the curl. Good play by the Bruins. Matt Conway popping out for a free throw line jumper. Zach Hunsaker working his way. And what a pretty move. We saw him do that in the first half. Michael Zach Hunsaker, his pull-up jump shot is so deadly.
Super deadly. Super hard to defend.
Cole Kessler with the head fake. And gets that to go. Wow. Cole Kessler banking it in from downtown. That is his second three of the game, all coming here in the second half. Boxes working his way on Conway. Good defense by Conway. Hunsaker finding a cutting Truman. Finding a Panther open on the perimeter. No good on the attempt. Christian Gray on the board.
Great defensive play there by the Badgers, by A.J. Jones.
Yeah, really good. A.J. Jones stepping in, altering that pass, and a good thing too, because Bruins had numbers on that transition opportunity.
Exactly.
Truman kicking back to Panner. Panner will take a three, gets it to go. Riley Panner showing his range. 65-62. Isaiah White off to Gray, back to Matt Conway. Conway finds a crook. Cole Kessler in the paint. And then Christian Gray will take it hard to the rack and draw the foul. And gets it to go. So with this free throw pending, we can have another tied game at 65, neck and neck throughout the second half. Setting to check in for the game is Keyshawn Davis for the Bruins. Christian Gray at the line, 6'4", 220 pounds, freshman from San Bernardino, California. Boxes for three, no good.
Man, Ben Boxes hasn't had a very good game this three-point shooting anyway. Last game he had a couple of threes. He played pretty well. We'll see if he can come out in these last 10 minutes or so and hit a couple of shots.
Hey, look at it. Coach Nielsen hasn't made any substitutions yet here in the second half. It's been all the starters for the first 10 minutes of the second half. You wonder if any one of these players, which one do you rest for the late stretch here in the second half? Or if any. We'll see what the coaching strategy for Coach Nielsen will be late in the stretch to see which bench players he'll put in. Christian Gray gets those to go with that, 66-65. Bruins take the lead by one. Zach Hunsaker for three, off the front of the rim. Brought down by Davis. Bouchier. Back to Davis. Davis. They're all looking for Matt Conway in the paint. Good D by Boxes. Kicks it back to Kessler to Bouchier. Bouchier's going to attack the rim. And he gets it to go, and they're going to call a foul on Romain Boxes.
That's a great finish by Bouchier, Ben. Drawing the foul and putting the layup in. That's a big play. A little bit of Houdini action there with Bouchier. Houdini.
Bouchier gets the and one to go. 69-65. Bruins back on top. 10 minutes left to play here in the second half. A.J. Jones calling for the screen from Blake Truman. Truman steps open for three. No good on the attempt. Davis on the board. Badgers almost get the trap, but Davis finds a Kessler. Kicks it to Conway in the corner. He's deadly. Not on that one back arm, but rebounded by Christian Gray. Christian Gray wants the foul, but good defense by the Badgers. 69-65.
Big board by Blake Truman there.
Zach Hunsaker. No good. Rims in and out from three.
Badgers have gotten cold these last few minutes. Their shots have been so close, but popping out just like that last one.
Bouchier attacking the rim again. Spins on Jones. Gets it to go. Beautiful move by Bouchier.
Another Houdini move there by Bouchier.
And he tripped himself up on the back pedal. 71-65. Bruins by 6. All behind Bouchier. Truman answering back. No good. Tried the three. Davis on the board. Davis looking to push. A.J. Jones getting his hands up there.
That's good defense there by A.J. Jones.
A.J. Jones attacking the rim. He's got it. And it's good. A.J. Jones with a wide open lane to the rack. 71-67.
That was smart by A.J. Jones. He saw the open lane. Went really fast. He's quick.
Matt Conway scores up for three. No good. Matt Conway had the hot hand in the first half from downtown. Cooled off here in the second half as the Bruins cling to a 4-point lead.
Looks like Salt Lake is now in the bonus, Ben. This could cause some trouble for the Badgers.
Yeah, going back to what we were talking about earlier on in the second half, how Salt Lake they had 0 team fouls, and the Badgers had, I believe it was 5 at the point. Now the Badgers have 9 team fouls, and the Bruins have 2. So for the next 8 minutes and 30 seconds, the Bruins will be at the charity strike to really implement free opportunities to help propel their team to victory, and that's going to be a huge it factor for the Bruins. As Christian Gray is able to cash in on both, 73-67. Riley Panner with a lane to the paint and gets it to go.
This is a great comeback game for Riley Panter, 16 points. He's been a big help offensively and defensively.
TJ Oliver, the big fella.
He's huge. Wouldn't want to get in his way.
Oh, Broshear with the acrobatic move. Cannot finish at the rack. 73-69. AJ Jones attacking the rack. No good. High off the glass.
I think that might have gotten tipped, Ben. I couldn't tell.
Isaiah White, no good. Brought down by Jones. Give it off to Riley Panner. They got numbers. Riley Panner working on Broshear. Riley Panner trying to attack the rim. No good, but Riley Panner gets the tip from Blake Truman. Luzier from the free throw line gets it to bounce in. 73-71, under 8 minutes left to play here in the second half. We got a ball game.
Badgers hustle right there paid off. Going for those rebounds, trying to get those second chance points. As Louis Serre.
And that was
jumper.
And that was good by Riley Panner to get back into the ball game, as he had flown out of bounds on that transition to get that tip from Blake Truman, and then to kick it open to a wide open Romain Luzier. And we got a timeout on the floor. 6:58 remaining here in the second half. 73-71. Badgers down by 2.
I'm saying goodbye to the skyline. Hello to the sweet pines. Gonna see you later, street lights. I'm headed back to tree lines, to free time, to starry nights, to bonfires and fireflies. Pack your bags, it's time to go. Pack your bags, it's time to go. We've got brighter lights back home.
And we are back here in Ephraim, Utah. 73-71. Bruins by 2. 6:58 remaining here in the ball game. We got a nail-biter down the stretch here, Michael, as these two teams are battling it out for first place in conference play.
Yeah, Ben, this game has been, both teams have played really well. It's been super close almost the whole way. Both teams really want this win. Could mean a lot of big things in conference.
Christian Gray good on the first attempt.
Gray's got 14 points, Ben. He's been a big presence offensively. Oh, looks like I jinxed him.
You and me both. AJ Jones. Through the air, picked up by Christian Gray. Good defense by Gray. Riley Pano with the screen by Truman. Romaine from downtown gets it to go. Buries the bucket from beyond the net. 74 apiece, 6.5 minutes left to play.
They didn't get out on him. He thought, well, I'm open. I'm going to take it. Great shot by Louis Serre.
And Louis Sierra really not much of an offensive impact in this game, so the Bruins think, oh man, he hasn't really done much. We're going to let him take this, and they pay the price for that as Blake Truman gets the swat on the defensive side of the ball.
Big block by Truman.
AJ Jones attacking the rim. Goes righty, no good.
Almost had it there. AJ Jones with a great read and
And then I call Hunsaker on the foul as Brashear was driving.
I think that's 2 on Zach Hunsaker. He wanted the charge, but refs called it a blocking foul there.
Brashear gets both of those to go. 76-74 lead, and so the Bruins are now in the double bonus for the next 5.5 minutes of this ball game. The Bruins will have 2 at the charity strike for every foul, compared to the Badgers are quite a ways from getting into the bonus in this game, as the differential is 10-3 team fouls. So free throws going down the stretch is going to be a big X factor, as we've been talking about, Michael, especially for the Bruins.
Yeah. Badgers are definitely going to have to play really good defense, but it's hard to do if they're got a lot of fouls on them. They're going to have to adjust their defense somehow. Aggressive move there by Romaine Louis Serre.
Good read by Keanu Peters to step inside of that lane as he takes it to the rack against Hunsaker. Good D by Hunsaker to alter the course of the shot.
AJ Jones almost had another steal there. Went out of bounds on the Badgers, however, so Bruins will get the ball back.
Peters with it, gives that out to Brashear. 15 on the shot clock. Brashear taking the screen from Christian Gray. Isaiah White will step out for the long jumper, no good. Tipped out of bounds by the Bruins.
It's like some little kids are having a lot of fun over there.
Hey, those gymnastic mats are so much fun.
They are, it's true. I used to play on them all the time.
It's all funny games until someone gets hurt, though. But with that, 76-74, under 5 minutes left to play. Badgers trail by 2. Good find down low to Truman. Truman backs his way up and gets it to go. Truman with the and one opportunity, tied up at 76.
What a great move by Truman. He's got 14 points. He's got a chance here to take the lead with his free throw, make it a 15-point game for Blake Truman.
And he gets it to go. 76-77. Badgers by 1. 4.5 minutes remaining. Seven seconds on the shot clock. Christian Gray finds Isaiah White. Isaiah White creates space against Blake Truman and gets it to go.
Isaiah White is having a monster game. He's got 19 points already.
Blake Truman gives it to Pano. Beautiful find to Zach Hunsaker, cutting to the rack.
What a great pass by Riley Panther. A great finish by Hunsaker. That's one thing about this Badger team is all the players, they know where the other's going to be. They play really well as a team.
Both teams trading punches now. Back and forth they go, swapping a 1-point lead. Bouchier is blocked by Truman. Bouchier heaves it up, no good.
Wow, monster block by Truman.
Hunsaker kicks it to the corner to Truman. Truman pump fakes, tries baseline.
Looks like he was fouled on the baseline there. That was a great drive by Blake to draw the foul there. Badgers aren't quite in the bonus yet. I think it's one more foul and they'll be in the bonus as well.
Oh, beautiful find by Jones to Blake Truman on the inbound, but Truman unable to finish. Scramble for the ball. Christian Gray comes up for it.
I thought Truman had that dunk. He wanted it.
And so we're going to settle things down here in Ephraim, Utah. Timeout on the floor by the Bruins. Snow College by 1, 79-78. 2 minutes, 44 seconds remaining here in Ephraim, Utah.
Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house, play the music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house.
And welcome back to Ephraim, Utah, here in the Horn Activity Center. I'm Ben Butler. Joined alongside me is Michael Lowell as we are bringing you coverage here live in Snow TV. As that is thrown away by the Badgers. Zach Hunsaker. Picked up by Cole Kessler. Finds A.J. Jones in the corner for three. Drains it. Ooh, money ball by A.J. Jones. 82-78. 4-point lead for the Badgers.
Wow, what a clutch shot. A.J. Jones got 10 points on the night.
Oh, beautiful find by Cole Kessler to find an Isaiah White underneath the basket. 2 minutes remaining in the ball game. 82-80.
Badgers have really struggled trying to find a way to stop Isaiah White. He's been able to score on the inside pretty much at will.
Zach Hunsaker for three. Rattles it down. Zach Hunsaker icing his veins. 85-80. Snow College by 5. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll be right back with you here on Snow TV. And welcome out back to E from Utah as Zach Hunsaker just buried that 3, 85-80, Badgers by 5. Just under 2 minutes left to play here in E from Utah. Isaiah White gives it up to Cole Kessler, picked up by Hunsaker. Fitting it down to Brushier. Brushier working on Jones. Double team comes by Hunsaker, but Brushier. Storyline of the game for Brushier. Houdini, as Michael says, gets that to go.
That man has had some crazy shots. He's been able to put those up and score and cut the lead down to 3.
A.J. Jones to Truman. Out to Lucier. He shoots it and it is good. Romain Lucier coming up clutch. Played here in the second half. 87-82. Under a minute left to play. Isaiah White attacking the rim. He's stopped. Rims in and out.
Big board by Riley Panther. That was great. And now the Badgers are in the bonus there, Ben.
And clutch free throws coming up for Zach Hunsaker. 31 seconds remaining. 87-82, 5-point lead for the Badgers. These free throws are everything for the Badgers right now.
Oh yeah. I want to talk about that last play with Louis Serre where he hit that jumper. He's played so well tonight. Got 11 points. He shot confidently, and it's paid off. And Louis Serre, as he gets a rebound, he gets fouled. That's a big hustle play for Louis Serre. Having a great game.
Yeah, big missed rebound for the Bruins, giving the Badgers a second opportunity at the line. So we're going to have a timeout on the floor by the Bruins. 30 seconds remaining, 87-82. Badgers by 5. When we come back, Romain Lucier will be at the line.
I'm saying goodbye to the skyline. Hello to the sweet pines. Gonna see you later, street lights. I'm headed back to tree lines, to free time, to starry nights, to bonfires and fireflies. Pack your bags, it's time to go. Pack your bags, it's time to go. We've got brighter lights back home.
And we are back here in Ephraim, Utah, 87-82. Badgers by 5, 30 seconds remaining. Romain Lucier is at the line.
These are some big free throws, Ben. If he can put these in, that'll give him a big lead. It'll be hard to come back from. 30 seconds left. Two-possession game now, Ben. 6 points.
And if Snow College hangs on to this lead and walks out of this game with this victory, they will extend their home record to 13-0 and their overall record to 21-3, as that three-pointer is good for the Bruins. But don't speak too quickly as that three drops with only 7 seconds taken off of the clock. And with that, we got a timeout, 89-85, 23 seconds remaining here in Ephraim, Utah. And we are back here on Snow TV as Isaiah White cashes in from downtown for the Bruins, 89-85.
Now the Bruins with this full court press. We'll have to see what happens here, if the Badgers can break it or not.
So the Bruins don't get the steal on the inbound, have to foul Zach Hunsicker. That's the last man you want to foul.
I think that was a timeout, Ben. No foul there. Snow called a timeout before they could foul.
Well, going back to that contacts thing, Michael, I think I really need to get my contacts checked out after this game.
I would recommend that.
But with that, we got a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back with you. And we are back here with the last 21 seconds. Bruins looking to steal the inbound, and good defense by the Bruins, forcing the Badgers to take yet another timeout. And we'll take one as well as the Badgers draw up an inbound play as the Bruins discuss it over defensively on that side of the ball. And we are back AJ Jones finds an open Rousier on the inbound, and great feed by Jones on the inbound as Christian Gray is forced to foul. Rousier good on the first.
Louis Serra's got 14 points in this game. He can make it 15 right here, increase the lead to 6. Clutch free throws.
Broshier attacking the rim, gets that to go. Devin Broshier attacking the rim, lays it up and in. 91-80. Badgers by 4, 14 seconds remaining here on the game clock here in from Utah. And we are back here in from Utah. 14 seconds remaining on the game clock as inbound goes to Rousier.
Broshier fouled Zach Hunsaker on that one, so it looks like Zach Hunsaker is going to take the 2 free throws.
Oh, baby, that's a huge miss. Still a 4-point lead for the Badgers. 13 seconds remaining. Zach Hunsaker, rare miss at the line.
Now the Bruins don't have any timeouts left.
Gets a second to go. 5-point lead, 2 possession game. Broshier gets it. He's going to attack the rim again, and no good on the attempt. Truman on the board.
Big rebound there by Truman.
And that should just seal the deal here in from Utah, as Blake Truman can go to the line and really put the nail in the coffin with only 6 seconds remaining here in the ball game. Truman good on the first. 6-point lead for the Badgers. And this is a huge win for the Badgers. If some unlikely story that the Bruins do come back and win this, this is a huge win for the Badgers. This really separates Salt Lake from Snow College in Region 18 play for that first place spot. For this will make 4 losses on the season in conference play for the Bruins, and only 1 loss for the Badgers in region play. So Snow College, top dog in region play as of right now. First place in region. Salt Lake Community College falling down to 2nd spot in conference play. So the Badgers win streak continues to go into a 4-game win streak. Record now is 21-3. Home record is 13-0. And conference play is 9-1. Salt Lake Community College men's team is now in a 2-game losing streak. Their away record falls to 3-3. Record is now 18-6.
So really, Ben, we have to look at Zach Hunsaker, Blake Truman, Romain Lucier. They all played great games. They were the ones that kept Snow in this game, really.
Yeah, huge second half by the Badgers, Zach Hunsaker and the others that you listed, Michael. And your final score, Snow College 94, Salt Lake Community College 87. I've been Ben Butler with our Ultimate Frisbee champion, Michael Lowe, here at Snow College last semester, along with the rest of our Snow TV crew here in Ephraim, Utah, saying to all of you, have a good night.